Hi everyone, I'm Denise. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. Although this is a Lenormand reading, and this little deck, first deck is the Thelema Lenormand. And, or it's not little, the cards are oversized. They're really big compared to, oops. Oops, here we go. Compared to Ciro Marchetti's, or Ciro Marchetti's. And then here's the vintage Lenormand, which is even smaller than Chiro's. And let's see if I get this deck out here. Under the Roses, these cards are even smaller. Like if you guys are trying to decide on what deck to get for yourself, if you have really small hands and you're not, or no matter what size your hands are, if you're not, putting them out on a YouTube channel where you need vision, you need the bigger images. This little one is beautiful, and it's the cards are nice and thick. It's Under the Roses by Kendra Hurtado. She's an excellent artist. And then this little deck, the Maybe, hold on, where's the box? There we go. The Maybe Lenormand. These cards are really small too, but it's an extended Gypsy and Lenormand combination. And so you get 52 cards. So you might like that deck too. It's the one I use often for Trump. Okay, so this first question is a simple yes or no. So it won't be the meanings except for whether it's a yes or no. Has he? Well, yeah, now let's just say, has he ever received real security briefings? Simple yes or no. Okay, so that's the meaning there is the government, but it's a it's a neutral card. It's a maybe, so I have to keep going. The fish is a yes. Yeah, so he has. Okay, so now my next question is, and I already shuffled this deck, so it's all ready to go. Is he a national security threat? That should do it, but let's see. I might have to draw more, but let's see. Well, that card's a yes. With the clouds, dark side to the, what's being revealed. That's another yes card. Like he has something. And he could speak about it. If it opens the door, if it's the key that unlocks the door for him getting what he wants. All right, so this is the truth. This is what's weighing down on the United States of America, because he got in there because of our lax laws and our going on the honor system of, yeah, of course we can have reputable leaders. Those laws need to be changed. Okay, I think I can fit 2 more cards up here. So, how's it going to go? How's it going to go for him? Because he's a national security threat. How's it going to go for him? Based on, we know that he's a psychopath. He's a sadistic psychopath. All right, hold on. I have to get my energy into him, and he's tight. How's it going to go for him? Well, there's some woman involved. Ooh, that could be Nancy Pelosi. And maybe she has a surprise for him. Okay, 7 more cards. So up here we have the sun, clouds, anchor, birds, key, woman, and flowers or bouquet. This is the house, child, ship, rider, heart, tower, which is very different, and the man. So this is him. This is definitely Nancy because she is ahead in the government. And if not her, she's in charge. I think she's got goods on him already, and it'd be very surprising for him. Surprising for him. And the answer, the key, reveals how much she cares, and something's coming towards him. But anyway, let me back up over here. So the first line, the first 5 cards is, yes, he is a national security threat. Yes. Because he's dark, and he does have, whatever he needs, and he can communicate it with anybody who he wants to get something from, to open the doors to him, to unlock something that he wants. But I stopped there and asked, so now how's it going to play out for him? So this is Nancy with a surprise over him. This is Nancy in her high governmental position. She knows how to get people on her side, and she knows who's trustworthy and who's not. She's known for a long, long time. She has said, that's why she just cut off communication with him, because she discovered that all paths lead to Putin. So, yeah, he's a national security threat to our safety because of his immature connection with Putin. These are well, not just Putin, any foreign country. But the news is going to bring it about that he's the news will bring out. The news will bring out his darkness and Nancy's strength. I need to know, hold on, I need to ask the question from a different angle. I need to know, let's just do it this way. Let me put the question into the cards. No, let's don't use this deck. This deck doesn't have the right enough of the cards that I need to know to get the answer. You got to know your tools, right? Okay, this little deck. Let's find out. Let me find out what, let's see, is this upside down? Or yeah, these are right side up, okay. What, and can I fit 3 rows? Yeah, barely. I think I'll stick with 2. I think 2 will be enough. I want to know, how protected are we from him selling our secrets to other countries? How protected are we? Let's bring it into the United States of America first, and forget about him, except for to see how he may be blocked or stopped or removed or whatever, held in some type of position where he can't communicate. And he can't go away. He can't leave and run. How strong are we, or is that going to happen? What's going to happen to us in the United States of America in order for us to be protected against him, now that we know he's a national security threat? How's it going to go for us? Okay. So we have the safe, but that's usually about money that goes out. But it's also your assets. Ooh, assets. We have the assets of foreign countries, other countries that have, the 5 eyes and the 14 eyes, the protection that we have with other countries. Intel. Okay. Let me get these up here, see what I have. Where's my sacred chopstick? Oh no, have I lost it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Scared me. I'm just kidding. I have more. I bought a whole box. Okay, so, but this one's been, this is the one, right? Okay, so diving into the cards. So with the safe, it's not just money. You can see, I don't know if you can see the image there very clearly. It looks like money in there, right? And you go by, the door's open to which way. Well, it was the first card out, so I can't say that the money's falling out and going anywhere, but I can say this is our assets. That repeatedly watch for the money, repeatedly follow the money. And they're looking for, thieves. They're looking for losses. They're looking for threats. The mice, that has to do with stealing. The whip is, repetitive, something that's done repetitive. It can also be abuse, but these would be assets that are looking for abuses from greedy people who want to just steal. And all the little ways and means that they can, do it electronically, because pretty much all that happens. Now, we remember, if you just think back, God, we've been through so much, but just think back to, I think it was early 2017, or might have been late 2016, that there were pings, electronical pings that went into Trump Tower, and then it came out later that it was Jared that had, well, let's see, it was that. It was not just that. It wasn't just the pings going into Trump Tower, which were, electronic. It's one of the ways that money gets laundered. It's like laundered twice, and then it goes through into different accounts, and little bits at a time, so that it doesn't, throw up a big red flag to the IRS, right? So it could be like $9,999. 99 cents. Anything under $10,000 doesn't get triggered to the IRS as a wire transfer. But this could be a wire, because we have assets here. Wire transfers to some man, and this could be Trump. And then we also have to remember there was that meeting between what was her name, Natalie. Oh, I'm probably going to butcher her name. I'm sorry, but like Vesselnyskalia, something like that. Her name is as long as these cards. And she was there at that meeting with that big overweight DJ guy from some other country. I can't remember. I can't remember all the names of the players, but I do remember the important thing was that they were saying that they had information. They contacted Don Jr. They had information for him that could help Trump against Hillary, and this is even before the election came through. So this is like late 2015, and 2016. This was before the election and took place in November of 2016. What happened was that Don Jr. received a fax, and he printed it out, or came printed out. And the fax said something like, "We have information." I have, I have it in my computer. I saved it. I found it. You guys, anybody could find it online. It's a document. Just Google it, and it's Don Jr. printed it out and he wrote on it, with his Sharpie like they all do, because that's what, he's just like his dad. And it was like, if this is true, we love it, something like that, and faxed it back. And that came through, that came out. And Hope Hicks at the time told Trump, don't worry about it. We'll hide it. Don't worry about it. Don Jr. was sweating bricks. Meanwhile, so that's still hanging down on him. And so I think there's a double meaning here. Like, this could be electronic wire transfers. They're following the money. But there is a loss to the public, and there has been a betrayal. But we do have assets. We do have assets. So how this is going to go for us, we have to remember, always go back to the original question, how is this going to play out for us? Well, it will be a loss to our public. It's even a loss to like our public, image, which I kind of don't care about. I don't have that kind of pride. I think we're all humans that are growing and learning, and we don't need to be the best or be superior. That's just a big vicious circle of darkness. But anyway, we will have a loss to our public, and this has to do with laws, loss to public secrets. So, public secrets about this old demented man. Ugh, this is Trump and his Alzheimer's and his dementia. See, that's another reason why he's a risk. Because, I mean, we've watched him. We've watched him just with his own projection just blurt out, exactly what he's been doing. Only he's trying to say it's somebody else is doing it. But we know it's him. But that same stupid thing that he did, like, think of all the stupid things that he said that has shot himself in the foot, with to Bob Woodward. I refuse to buy his book just because he's withheld all this information all this time. But what did come through is that he has all these tapes. He has all these tapes of Trump saying that he wanted to hold down the coronavirus and he wanted to play it down, and it was an airborne illness and it was really dangerous, but he was going to hold it down and play it down. He didn't want the public to get it, to get the information. So it's things like that. Like, only an idiot talks to the guy who wrote the book on Watergate, one of the Watergate, it was like Woodward and Bernstein. Trump, you're an idiot because you told him whatever he wanted to, yeah, you were his little pal for quite a while. So anyway, all that came out. That this, in hindsight, this shows us how stupid Trump is. But how it's going to work for us, I don't see protection cards up here for us. This is a betrayal. He's an asset. He's an asset to abuse. He's an asset of abuse. And it involves us. This is us. This is our public. But this is also the whole public domain of the intelligence community with their secrets and the news cycle that can come out and the betrayal to... this is our reputation. Well, you know what? So what? If that's all we suffer is just a betrayal to our reputation, I feel like we would dodge quite a few bullets or rounds of ammunition. If that's all that happens, I'm not worried about it. What I am worried about is him, selling secrets. But how it's going to play out for us. So the assets, well, it's complicated with the snake card. It's very complicated. But it's also, this is a betrayal. he's an asset and he betrays us. This is the public. This is the public. This could be like Homeland Public. And this is more bigger, broader. It could be, either way. Reputation. An abuse to our reputation. Money that's been sent and used to betray us. Because all he cares about is just his own. You have to remember, though, this isn't about him, this is about us. How his national security, how the fact that he is a national security threat, how it will affect us. We will be betrayed, our reputation will be complicated, but it will come out in the news cycle. But the securities, maybe we can be at peace because the secrets, maybe the secrets are secure. Maybe the secrets are somewhat safe. Maybe this card is more of safety because it is a safe, but maybe the message there with these little cards is that it's safe, or we're safe. But then again, no, because we have the betrayal here. This isn't good. And this mice card up here being a loss, this isn't good either. Yeah. This is a loss to the public domain. This is a loss to the intelligence community. This is a loss to the secrets that need to be kept for peace. And it's all because of him. And I think the other message with this card is for us just to think logically. I think that we could say that it's shocking, but to think logically, because the truth is that the last 4 years he's been in office, he's been a national security threat. And even before that, he was a national security threat because he's been involved in the mob all his life. He's born into the mob. His dad Fred Sr. was involved with the mob, with the Genovese and the Genovese family, and nothing has changed. He's been a mob child, and then now he's been a mob boss. He's been laundering money. He's been laundering money. Yeah, we need to protect ourselves. We need to think for ourselves, regardless of what the government is doing, because they've done diddly squat for these last 4 years. But there is the intelligence community out there. Yeah, there is the intelligence community out there, and I think it's going to be really shocking for a lot of people to learn what he's done. Let me see if I can ask a question. Well, of course I can always ask a question, but from a different angle. In the future, will security be, now that Biden's in, Biden and Kamala, now that Joe and Kamala, hold on, I need some room here. Now that they're in, and it's going to take, well, they do have a website up already. They do have a plan of action, not only for COVID, but for all kinds of things. So they're getting ready, but I don't know how early plans could go into action before January 20th, but let's just say over this next year, will our security be beefed up, amped up? Will we be protected? from this national security threat that has been in the White House with the Trump crime family going forward. How protected or not, how vulnerable or not are we? The mice reveals a loss. A loss to our peace, a loss to our peaceful existence that we thought we had. But that's something that's solid there. Or it can be that there's a solid, peaceful goal. And that the fish reveals a lot. And that is like repetitive. That can be protection. Movement forward that decisively clears decisions, or something that decisively clears. This is gifts and invitations, but it can be surprises as well. Hold on, let me get the other two cards. Oh, there we go. That's what I was hoping for. Okay. So, whoops. Does that leave a little room for closed captioning, I hope? Yeah, I can scooch these up even further. Oops. Okay. So diving in here as to what we have. So with the mice, this has been a loss in the past, but it is also it's one of the interesting things with the mice card. It's a workforce of a lot of little people. It can be sometimes like I mean, I never would, but like if you happen to own a factory or something like that, or maybe maybe if it was a factory, if I ever could have a factory of like I don't know. Something that helped people. There are lots of things that help people, but these would be the factory workers. And they can be the details of what what we need to focus on. So this could be security detail that brings in peace, or this could be loss of peace, but now there's some security, because the anchor has to do with something being really grounded. It can be, and we have overseas here. I honestly think that this is details. The answer card here is change, of course. I mean, with the ship, it's always about change and action, but this has to do with foreign places and movement. And this is the strength of movement. So that I think the answer to the loss that happened in the past, or this could be the security detail overseas, brings in peace, and then there is that strength that we are anchored in that strength, and there is a lot of it. We have a lot of strength, a lot of security. The bear is all about security and strength. This card is like money, power, protection. You don't mess with Mama Bear. But this could have been, in the past, this could be Russia as well. Russia overseas. Russia, the bear is their, one of their things. But also the bear is like California's, I don't know, what is that, a mascot or something? What is that falling? Oh, a cord just fell down. Okay, so anyway, back to... I don't think this is lost, because coupled with the rider, this is lots of detail that comes through in movements, security movements that decide. It could be surprising, a surprising amount of strength. Movements that clear, and they could take anybody by surprise, and protect. Because primarily this card is all about protection and strength, and and food. But that's not the context of the question here. But this is if you ever get it in a reading, and like and you have a boss. This is your boss. Could be a big hairy boss. But anyway, this is sometimes jealousy. But in the context of this question, I feel like we have a tremendous workforce overseas in many other countries, intelligence, that helps us, keep things clear, and messages that, news that comes through, and we move forward in ways that we can decide. Yeah, I think because it's not all of the keywords, but I think this is, are not the usual. Well, it is the keywords for the flower bouquet card. It's invitations and gifts. You can see there's somebody was sent flowers, so there's a gift. It can also be an invitation. But another one of the keywords is surprising. Well, it's usually a surprising gift. But I think the message here, because it's such a good card, I don't notice here the only what you could call negative cards, but not if it's like something that decides and it's like a tool. The only negative cards are these three, and all these other cards are very, very positive. But this card could be positive if it's in the light of all the details, all the myriad details of news that can be, gleaned and cleared and used, even if it's in surprising ways, but for protection. I think we might be surprised as to how much solid protection we have. Solid protection we have from our foreign sources, from the 5 eyes and the 14 eyes. Which, hold on, I know I told you on another video, but I wrote it down, or I write it down, I copied it. So the 5 eyes is an intelligence alliance comprising Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the UK, and the USA. These countries are parties to the multilateral UK-USA agreement. So it's a treaty for joint cooperation in signals intelligence. So that's the important takeaway there. So this could be like signals. Yeah, 5 eyes, and then it repeats. It just keeps going around. We're always working at it. This is working for us. And protection, strength, protection, purity, wisdom. Wisdom that is gleaned and cleared. The intelligence has to be cleared first before we can say, okay. And this could be the gift that they give us, because this card knights over. So I don't think it's that a gift is removed or taken away and stolen. I think this is a massive amount of detail that they give to us, and it's a gift. And we return the gift to them, I'm sure. I really hope. Now the 14 eyes countries are they consist of the 5 eyes member countries, which, like I said, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the UK, and us, USA. And then it's added further with Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Spain, and Sweden. And they participate in the signet, the signals intelligence. Yeah. That's a lot. That is a lot, a tremendous amount of intelligence going all over the world. That's a lot, a lot. So I think we'll be okay. Okay, so one more question, and then I'll close this up. I want to know. I think I've asked before, but I don't know if I got really clear. Let's ask one last time, and then I won't ask this question again. Is Donald Trump going to try to run away to another country? And if so, will he make it? Or will he be stopped? Or will he even be prevented? Is it folly for me to think that he could run away? What is the truth about this? I have to go quickly because my battery's about to run out. Okay, what is the truth about that? Is he planning on getting away, and can he? Okay. Well, there he is. There's the man. And that's his family. And, hold on. I don't know what the letter... Oh, yeah, the letter with the fox. Okay. I don't see any cards here to show that he would be stopped. But this shows, well, this could be documents, again, information that information of what what he's trying to plan is all of his crooked, underhanded, his hidden agenda. His hidden agenda is secret. And yeah, his hidden agenda is to get away. But then this could be some type of interception. It's really risky what he's trying to do, and he's definitely trying to fly the coop. And he's definitely trying to get people to commit to him. So I think this is just showing about him, what he's trying to do. Okay, will he be stopped? That's just all about what he's planning. So he's definitely planning it. We know that for sure. Will he get away with it? Will he be stopped? Okay, right there. There's a lot of something, a lot of protection as to that danger. Danger. He'll be stopped because he's dangerous. Yeah. He'll be stopped. He'll be blocked from getting away to a foreign land. Okay, I'm glad to see that. Yeah, because he's so much of a security threat. Okay, well, that's it. Thanks so much for hanging in there with me on my little search and rescue mission. Okay, guys, bye.